Can you do Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo DisneySea in one day? I got a comment from a lovely person asking my opinion on this, and I'm going to answer that today. Okay, this particular person was thinking of doing Tokyo DisneySea in the morning, doing Tokyo Disneyland in the afternoon, and then coming back to Tokyo DisneySea for the night show. Okay, first of all, anything is possible. Of course you can do it. Will you have the best experience? It's going to be a gamble. Okay. The first thing you need to consider is, if you're going to do both parks in one day, is, are you prepared to not get any of the rides that you want because of the way you're going to be jumping between the parks? And I will explain this. If you do know that and you are prepared and you know, I may not get any of the rides I like, but I really just want to see both parks, then amazing. Okay. If you're like, no, I have to get on Frozen or I have to get on Beauty and the Beast, then it could be tricky. Like, you are taking a big risk by jumping parks. Let me explain, okay? So I agree. I think you definitely should start Tokyo DisneySea first thing in the morning. That park is where all the ride passes disappear almost immediately, okay? So if you are like, Frozen is my number one, Frozen is everyone's number one, and it is very hard to get. You need to line up before the gates open and be aware that every single person who walks through that door is going for a Frozen pass, and you're competing with them. You do have to take into the risk that, you may not get a Frozen pass, but also if you do, hooray, amazing, love that for you. You need to take into consideration that very likely your pass will be for the afternoon. So those slots, like morning slots, they go instantly. They're getting taken up by the people who have happy entry. Those are the people that are staying in the Disney hotels. They got first access to the park, and they're grabbing those first time slots, okay? So when I got into the park at like 9:30, they were all gone, first of all. And then thankfully I kept like pulling up and refreshing my app, and I got it, but it was for late afternoon. Now, there's nothing wrong with that if you're going to be in Tokyo DisneySea for the day. But if you are planning to jump parks to go to Tokyo Disneyland in the afternoon, will you be there for the ride? So that's just what you have to take into consideration, is that even if you're going for Frozen, if you can only get like a 4 p.m. Frozen, but you want to do Tokyo Disneyland, which one are you going to choose? You might have to make a choice, right? So just do take that into consideration, that you may not have a choice for Frozen. It's not, when you get into that park, you're not going to get a list of 15 options, right? You're going to get, if you're lucky, one, and you're going to click that as fast as you can, and you're going to take whatever you can if you want Frozen, because it's gone, okay? So that's the first thing you just got to take into consideration. The next thing you got to consider is, what do you want to do at the park? So do you want to ride rides? Do you want to just see the park? Do you want to shop? You cannot do it all. It's not possible. Tokyo DisneySea is a beast, okay? It is so big. I have been to Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo DisneySea. I think I've done like 10 days there so far, and I still haven't ridden everything or seen everything, okay? So it's huge. There's a lot to see and do, which is amazing. It means you can come back and you'll have the best time. So be aware, if you want to ride rides, rides will take up basically the whole time, because Tokyo DisneySea is ginormous. So say you're like, oh, I want to do Frozen, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and maybe Tower of Terror or something, okay? Those are 3 different rides in 3 very different sections of the park, and they are far apart. And then you also have to take into account that the DPA pass, which you've paid for to skip the line, doesn't mean it's a walk-on. You could be in another line for 20 or 30 minutes. It's skipping the 2-hour or 3-hour line. Almost always there is an additional, you're still waiting in line. It's just not the hugest line, okay? So take that into consideration. Say you do those 3 rides, you walk all the way across to them, you have to wait 30 minutes in line. Your day is, your half day is gone already with those rides. So if your priority is rides, then you're just going to be doing rides. You're not going to be like, you can look at the park while you're like power walking, but like, you're not going to take it in. So just be aware of that. Kind of know what you want. If you going into the park, if it's just like, I want to look around, I want to shop, fantastic. If you want to do rides, you kind of gotta, you're going to have to hustle if you've only got a few hours in each park. The great thing about Tokyo DisneySea, which I absolutely love, is that you do not have to ride rides. That park is so beautiful with so many interactive features in it that have nothing to do with rides. And that's like one of the great things about Tokyo Disney. There's a pirate ship you can go on. You can explore a castle. You can explore Ariel's grotto, Fantasy Springs, just walking around. That is incredible. There's so many really well-made areas that you can just explore, and there are interactive features in it. Like, it's so good. But that's like a full day in itself. I took half a day just exploring the pirate ship and the castle in Mediterranean Harbor. Now, if you've been to Disneyland and Magic Kingdom, at least you have an edge on the fact that going to Tokyo Disneyland, you will have seen a lot of it at the other parks because it's very similar to Magic Kingdom and Disneyland. I actually haven't been to Disneyland, so I can't say it. I've been to Magic Kingdom. It's very similar to Magic Kingdom. But to me, it's kind of better. Tokyo Disneyland is my favorite. I love that park so much. It has some of my favorite rides. But if you're wanting something completely new and you've done the other parks, that's why I would be like, oh, go to Tokyo DisneySea, because you've never seen anything like it. If you want to do Tokyo Disneyland in like the afternoon section, and your goal is to get Beauty and the Beast, want to say that there could still be passes available for that, DPA passes to buy. I can't guarantee it. I just don't know the time of day at how fast they sell out. They definitely do not sell out as fast as anything in Tokyo DisneySea. Beauty and the Beast will last for hours. So I don't feel like there's any need to really rush to get to Tokyo Disneyland. Those passes don't sell out for hours. But I don't know by afternoon necessarily if they'll still be there. They absolutely could. But again, here's the risk you're taking. Running over to Tokyo Disneyland, can't guarantee they're going to be there. Hopefully, but I don't know. So gamble. And then trying to get back for the Believe parade at Tokyo DisneySea is not going to give you the time to line up for the 3 hours or so to get on Beauty and the Beast. That doesn't mean you just don't want to take in Tokyo Disneyland, because it's so gorgeous. I love it so much. If you have the opportunity and for some reason you're at Disneyland and Pooh's Honey Hunt comes up, grab that so fast. Beauty and the Beast and Pooh's Honey Hunt are my favorite rides at Tokyo Disneyland. Holy moly, those rides are top tier. Okay, so we are at the afternoon. You started at DisneySea. You've ridden some rides, you've walked around, then you've jumped to Tokyo Disneyland. You've hopefully managed to get a DPA for Beauty and the Beast, which is possible. And you've soaked that in a little bit, done that. And then you want to head back to Tokyo Dizzy. Whew, I am a bit dizzy, no. Then you want to head back to Tokyo DisneySea for the parade at night, the Dream Parade? I think it's called a parade. That's on the water. Beautiful. If you're going to be getting dinner, I would make sure you're mobile ordering. Probably if you want to eat at Disneyland, I would mobile order as soon as you get into Disneyland so that you have a time slot booked and you can get in and out with your food quickly, because those mobile order slots fill up and the wait, people just waiting in line for food, is crazy. The line for food can be as long as the line for rides. You need to understand that people at Tokyo Disney have no problem lining up. They love it. It's great. But the lines are so long, so you will need to plan with food. Okay, you're going back to Tokyo DisneySea. If you don't know, it's Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo DisneySea are on the monorail. It's a loop. It goes round, and you ride the monorail to get to them. Just letting you know, in case you don't know, the monorail costs money. It is not free. I can talk about that. I can talk about anything else. Please, if you have any questions, let me know and I will elaborate on anything. This is just me personally, but I wouldn't stress about necessarily having to get a DPA in the morning for the parade. If you really want to, that's fine. You can buy a area to sit or stand in. It might be forced sitting. I can't remember. There's some spots that you buy this and it's forced sitting. You cannot stand. And you pay $20 per person, Australian, and then you stay in that designated spot so that you can see the parade. Amazing. But don't stress too much if you can't get that, because there are so many spots where you can view the parade. Like, you probably will be standing, but if you're happy to stand anywhere around the water, there's just going to be so many people standing there watching the parade. I just watched the parade from, like, the side. So I wouldn't stress too much if you can't get a designated seat. You can still see it standing, just, like you would watching any fireworks show or anything, just standing somewhere. Then after the parade, just enjoy the night. See if there are any rides that come down in wait times, or just walk around the park because it's gorgeous, lit up. So it's absolutely spectacular. Do I think that doing both parks in one day is the best option? No, I would probably do one full day at DisneySea and then try to add in like an evening pass, like on one of the other days, if possible, to go to like Tokyo Disneyland, because you can do so much in an evening at Tokyo Disneyland. And then I feel like you need a full day at Tokyo Disney. There's just so much to do and see. That's my Disney tip for the day. If you love all things Disney, why not give me a follow?